Hey guys, it's me, Diabone Gaming, and today, welcome to a tutorial video on how to make pretty much a YouTube channel profile picture or logo. This is not just pretty much showing you how to use or make a profile picture, but you can also use these examples on how to make a profile picture, but you can use it to making a channel art banner, because it's technically the exact same thing, right? The way that we're gonna do it for a profile picture, it's just that it's gonna be for a banner, and you're just working with like a different shape of canvas is really it. And we're going to be using Photoshop and Paint.net for this. So let's open up Photoshop first, and here is my actual name logo that I have, right? And I'm going to pretty much teach you how to make this, but I want to make it more simple without adding the paw prints, because that's something I added as extra to make mine pop out a little more. So first thing you want to do is actually open up Photoshop, and then you want to hit open, not open, my bad. Yep, you guys just took a look of what all my stuff I have on there. Lol. Anyways, you want to have 500 by 400 if you're going to be making a picture, right? For a profile picture. And then you want to hit OK and make sure you have a transparent. Next thing you want to do, I already have it open, is get a background. So I opened up a background, and now what I'm going to do is hold it, drag it down. Now I'm going to click on the background and drag it into the frame, and now this background, we don't need it anymore, so get rid of that. Now you have this. Notice how it's a bit cut off. Hit Control T, right, on your keyboard, and you're pretty much going to resize this, and then we're going to hit the move tool, apply it. Now we're going to align this to make it center. It already looks center, but we want to make sure it's perfect, so we're going to hit Control A. Now you're going to get this outline. You're going to go up to the top layer, align layers, vertical centers, go up back to layer, align layers, and horizontal centers. Now you got this perfect. Now we're going to hit Control D, and we're good. Now what we're going to do next is actually adjust the color. Maybe you don't want this color of a background, right? And oh yeah, before we adjust the color, here's one thing. If you want to get a background, just go on Google and just type in YouTube granite backgrounds, radio backgrounds. Pretty much just type in background in order to get a background image. Really it. Anyways, now go to hue and acceleration, and then we're gonna adjust the color. So I want this to be like a bluish color, or maybe red, I don't know. You know, you're just gonna pretty much play around with this until you get a color you want, you know. That's what I'm doing right now. It's just, you know, messing around until I get something I like. You know, until I find a color I find cool. See, now this looks like a green color. Now it's all different. I want that. I like this. So now that you do that, you're good on doing your background. In order to make your workspace a little easier to work with, we're going to go to layer and flatten the image. So now this is just background. See? Now you just got this, so it makes your workspace a lot easier to work with. Now to make your actual channel art better, we're gonna add in a circle, how I did to this. See that circle in the back? We're gonna add that in. So what we're gonna do for this is actually go to the Ellipse tool, make sure you have stroke fill that line and also this, right? And now what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna change the size of this to, I think, probably I'll go with I don't know, 16. We'll test that, see how big that will be. And what you're gonna do is make sure this is on Ellipse. Okay, now you want to hold shift, and then you want to pretty much hold right click, right, to make your circle, and drag it until it's pretty big, and then let go once you're done, and you'll get this perfect good circle. Okay, I have a feeling that 16 still's not very big enough, so we're gonna go ahead and delete this real quick, and we're gonna go back to Ellipse tool and adjust the size. I'm gonna go ahead and see what 20 gives me and just work with 20. So shift and then drag, of course, and it's good enough. You guys will adjust around with yours either way after. So then you want to center this as much as possible, and then pretty much same thing. You want to do Control A and pretty much align the layers. to try to make sure it's centered for you, because I mean you want to make this perfect, right? So now we got it centered. Control D to get rid of that, and now you got this circle. Then after you got that, pretty much you could actually do effects on your circle. For example, you could do a granite overlay, and you could actually lower down your granite to, let's say, 10, and add a color overlay. Select the color you want, like, let's see, a yellow. Let's go back to granite real quick. Okay, what is going on? Why did the color disappear all of a sudden? I lowered something down, is what I noticed, and I probably lowered like the wrong thing, and I don't know what I lowered for having the wrong thing, because it just out of nowhere took everything away. Okay, let's hit cancel real quick so we get our circle back. Alright, let's double click in this again because I hit something real quick. Instead of adjusting the color, let's adjust this. This is what makes it look, if I go back to here, oh wait, alright, let's just, how do I describe this? It makes it more cartoonish like. There we go. And to me, I find it kind of cooler. It looks more like 3D and cartoonish like, and it's pretty cool. Then a gradient overlay could actually fix it. There we go. See? And if you lower the gradient overlay, it'll look like a metallic color instead of what you call it, or like a flesh stuffy color. Or you could keep it up however you want. You know, you could change the coloring of your circle if you wanted to. I'm just gonna leave it like that since this is a tutorial. Anyways, to add in like your text, of course, you want to hit text. Then you want to look for something you want for text. I'm going to use this first one that I have already selected. Just click to add text, for example, DBG, my name. Hit OK on that. It's really small, so now we're going to hit Control T. Make sure you hold Shift and then go to the one in the corners and make it bigger. It's pretty much all you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and adjust it, right? Try to center this as much as you can possible. Hit apply. Then you're gonna go to layer. After you hit Control A, of course, layer, align it, right? Vertical centers and horizontal centers. Now you got this aligned. Control D. Edit your text now. You know, change the coloring. Add a stroke if you want to stroke, right? I don't know, put it up to like 6, I guess. Overlay, you know, you wanna change your color, you can. I honestly just like using granites because they're better, in my opinion. For example, I don't know, see, I like it better how it looks more colory like that. If you guys want to use this again, you can. See, it makes it more like cartoonish or more bold like. You could also add a texture if you want a texture. I don't really have much, but I have quite some. For example, that one is the one that stands out the most. That's how you add textures in. This is pretty much how you make your channel art in a way. That's technically really all there is to it. I mean, of course, with much more work and effort, you're gonna go ahead and get something like this after you work with it for quite a while, right? But anyways, that's pretty much like the basics to it. That's like the basics to making channel art. Now I'm gonna teach you how to make this channel art. This one. Now for this one, you're gonna need paint.net. I already created the image, but I'm gonna go with paint.net real quick to show you how it's made. Okay, so this is the finished product, of course, and let's go to paint.net. This is what paint.net is. It's pretty much kind of like Photoshop in a way, and this is how the image is created. I'll go ahead and create a new layer real quick. So let's create a new layer, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off this layer, like hide it. So you get this, right? What you could do is you guys could actually open up an image. For example, I'll open up an image for you. Come on, PC. Okay, let's go into my YouTube stuff and go to pictures and find a picture. For example, I'll just use this one. Open it. So I got this image here, and pretty much what you could do is, if you guys don't know how to draw, right, there's this tool here called line tool. Pretty much all you do is make lines, right, and then see these little circles, you could use it to adjust. If you guys don't know how to draw, so you could draw something like this, how I did, right, what you could do is you could open up a picture like this, hit the line tool, put up your brush to like 4, because that's what I used on the image that I outlined it. Or actually, I drew the image, but if you don't know how to draw, the next best thing is to make outlines instead. For example, that ain't perfect right there, right? For the tip to the end part, then what you're gonna do is actually outline this, you know, make it as perfect as possible. And see, now that you finish that, you get this outline. Now you're gonna hit the corner again once more, hit this little spot right here, and put it as close as possible to being outlined. And see, now you have this outline right here of this character. That's pretty much all you're really gonna end up doing until you finally create this guy, you know, until you finally create whatever you want. Now to color this, right, if you want to color it after you're done, pretty much what you're gonna do is, I'll do the example over here. Let's just remove this character real quick and add a layer, because I don't want to ruin my image. So let's say I make let's say a box, right? I'll make a box. I'm just gonna make a quick little box thing or whatever the heck I'm doing, right? Let's say that after you make your image, you're gonna go ahead and hit this magic wand, hit the center of it. Now you see that it's all outlining. Now what you're gonna do is hit the paint bucket and select whatever color you want, and now with the paint bucket you're gonna paint it in, and that's how you paint in your character. So we don't need any of this, so save, don't save, there we go. So now that you get that, you actually want to save it as a PNG, and it will be transparent, of course, when you have a transparent background, right? And it will be like this. And pretty much now that you get this image, you're gonna go ahead and open up a file, right? Go ahead and open up this background again, and file, new. You know, you're pretty much gonna do the exact same thing with your background, what you did before, right? For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. You're gonna do pretty much the same exact thing, right? Except this time what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your art, right? And you're gonna go ahead, and after you get your artwork, you're gonna put that in. And notice how this looks a lot different now compared to when I first pulled it in. When I had it up on top, it looked really dumb. As soon as I put it in, it fixed it. Now pretty much you can edit your artwork, you know, same thing. You can add in color overlays, you can add glow effects. See, now I have a glow effect on there, you know. I can go ahead and hit the color. Let's say I want this, I don't know, blue, right? Okay. Size, let's just for example. See, now it's like all glowy. You're pretty much gonna edit that, and then you're gonna add in text until you pretty much make it how you have it here. That's pretty much it to editing, like channel art. To save it, oh no, I just closed Photoshop. Okay, anyways, to save it, all you really had to do was just go to the file option and then save as, and then you want to put your desktop or to any folder you want, and then you just wanted to hit PNG or JPEG, and that's really it. But anyways, that's pretty much the tutorial, guys, on how to edit. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and there'll be more editing tutorials coming soon, and even like video editing ones. So that's really it. Doggies out, bark bark, bow wow.